Hello everyone and welcome back to the Liv Forever Show. We've got a very exciting guest today. His name is Aaron. He's from a band called the Memos, all the way from Liverpool. He's travelled down to London. He's got a gig tonight, so let me introduce you guys to him. So Aaron, thank you for coming on my show. If you could tell everyone a bit about yourself and your band, that'd be brilliant.
Yeah, pleasure to be here. Thanks for having
us.
No
worries.
So we're the Memos. We're a Liverpool-based band. Solo led. So I guess kind of my projects, and I work with collaborators and producers and things. So
lovely. Yeah, well, great to come on. I can't wait to hear like the rest of the interview and everything like that. And you've got a gig tonight in Shoreditch. Do you ever come to London that often, or is it a bit of a one-off?
Come to London every now and again. Yeah. Really like singer-songwriter Louis Dunford. So
big Arsenal fan, isn't he?
Big Arsenal fan.
Are you an Arsenal fan?
No,
I was going to say you're from Liverpool. There's no way that you could be an Arsenal fan.
So that to one side, I think he's great, and
he's a great inspiration. I mean, he supported Kasabian at Finsbury Park recently, and it seemed like it was amazing.
Well, last time I was down, it was his gig at Ali Pali.
Oh wow! I didn't know he did Ali Pali. That's huge.
Yep.
Yeah, good on him. Would you say he's probably like one of your biggest inspirations, or maybe up there?
Maybe more kind of recent stuff. Yeah, I think he's just a great songwriter.
I think so. Yeah, 100%. It reminds me kind of like the vibe of like Jerry Cinnamon. Do you know what I mean? Just like a man and his acoustic guitar. You can't really go wrong.
It's just real, isn't it?
Yeah, well, exactly that. Okay, so did you know that music was the thing you always wanted to do as a kid, or did it come to you recently, or what was all that about?
Yeah, I think it's something I've always wanted to do. It took me a while to get into it, to be honest.
Oh, really?
Where I'm from. So I'm originally from Cumbria, a small town called Whitehaven, and there's not many people that kind of do music up there.
I was going to say, I've actually never heard of the place. No offence, I haven't heard of Whitehaven before.
No, not many people do. It's a small town by the seaside, but there is a bit of a music scene there, but it's...
I guess it's more Liverpool way, isn't it? More central Liverpool that has the big...
Yeah,
yeah. They've had huge people from there. I'm trying to think of recent kind of Liverpudlian bands. Is there any that really stand out?
There's a few that are coming through. There's like Quayside, Kairos.
Oh, yeah.
Those,
and you guys, of course.
Yeah, and obviously the Memos now, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely brilliant. So, was there a time... So, sorry, like you said, you didn't get into it until like a few years down the line. How long ago, really?
Yeah, so it was 2019. I did my first open mic night. But it was something I'd wanted to do for years.
It's so easy to put it off, isn't it?
Yeah,
I could imagine.
And then obviously there's like those voices in your head that kind of put you off doing it. Like, what if people laugh? What if people?
Yeah, that's very
take the
true.
Piss? And I feel like I'm in a small town. There's that kind of
everyone knows everyone.
Yeah,
that's
so
very true.
It was kind of a bit of a brave first step, but then since I'd done the first open mic, I was like, right, I need to move to a music city, so I moved to Liverpool.
Good. Good on you. It's good to follow your dream. I mean, I completely get the buzz from open mics. I used to do them when I was probably about 16, and you'll turn up with your guitar and it gives you a proper adrenaline rush, doesn't it? And you think, I just want to do this for the rest of my life. But yeah, that's absolutely brilliant. From like your open mics, is there any gigs that you've played like in recent times that's like really stood out to you?
So we had a bit of a mad one like last year. We played... And it came completely out of the blue. We got invited to play before Warrington Rugby League.
Oh, wow.
So it was like to 10,000 people in a
Oh, my God. You've been thrown in the deep end on that one.
Yeah, so it was just but to be honest, I wasn't nervous at all. So
really?
Yeah, it was...
That's surprising. I'd be absolutely shaking.
I thought I would be, but to be honest, I've been... more nervous for, say, something like a little charity event or
really?
Something like that.
That's mad.
Yeah, the bigger the stage, I don't know.
Do you find that easier? Oh my goodness. I guess I don't know, I'd find that so nerve-wracking.
Yeah.
Do you ever get nervous at all when you're playing gigs, or is it just pure excitement?
It's excitement. Probably got a little bit nervous for tonight, for the first London show.
Yeah.
But to be honest, I always find once I've done the sound check, I'm like,
you just want to
get
going.
Okay, let's have it now.
Yeah.
Whereas on the lead up to it, it's more about like stuff of like getting there on time, getting your gear there, and all the logistics, making sure you've remembered the merch, because
oh God, of course, yeah, that would be awful if we left all that behind.
The merch, then
so it's quite a long way. Yeah, that's very true. So we'll get on to kind of like your influences in the music scene. For me, there's always like one key figure that stands out to me is obviously like Pete Doherty from the Libertines. I love his lyricism. I love the Libertines. For you, is there that one like key role model that you think that's who I want to be? That's who I adore?
Yeah, I think growing up, especially in my like teenage years, probably the one that stood out the most was the Cortinas.
Wow, yeah,
so
I get that.
Kind of like a band from the Northwest, and just kind of singing in a bit of a regional accent as well.
I was about to say that I think that makes them stand out like so much.
Yeah,
it's like that accent, and you can just tell it's the Cortinas, especially like the guitar tone. If you know what I mean? Yeah, no, they're fantastic. Have you ever seen them live before?
About 60 times.
Have you? I've never seen them. I've always wanted to.
Like.
Oh, I mean, I get it though. What's St. Jude, isn't it? Is it that album? Oh my God, I rinsed that back in the day. I say back in the day, I'm not that old, but what a fantastic album. Yeah, that's a really great inspiration to have, I think. How do you kind of like apply that inspiration into your own music?
Well, I think that was kind of the first kind of inspiration. So I kind of went to their gig. I was like 17 and it was at the Manchester Arena, and they always felt like a bit of an underdog band or a bit of a underground band that wasn't played on radio and all that sort of stuff, but they were selling out an arena in Manchester, so
they've got to be good.
I came away from that gig and I was like, wow, like I want to do that.
Yeah, I've had that epiphany before. It's always like when you're going to watch like a big show, like I saw Morrissey, and then I saw the support band before, and I was like, I could do that. Like I always come out of every gig and I think, oh my God, if I just tried that bit harder, I could do that. So it's good on you for actually making your band and, you know, getting places with it, because it is, I think personally, it's quite a nerve-wracking thing to do, like throwing yourself a bit in the deep end. It's quite like kind of exposing yourself, you know, like with lyricism, you probably know this. For me, it was like I was always really scared if I wrote lyrics and released songs with like my family or like people from my secondary school would listen to the lyrics and be like, what is she on about? How do you kind of get over that, or do you feel that at all? You might not.
Well, it gets easier, I think. I think when I first started, I was terrified, but then I think when you see the reaction, like people listen to it and then they relate to it and it really resonates, it's like you just feel more comfortable at being uncomfortable and being more vulnerable.
Yeah.
It gives you like a bit more of a purpose outside of why you're doing it.
I guess
because for other people as well.
Well, that's it. And then you know that you're getting the streams on Spotify. You know people are coming to your gigs, and it's just a bit like, well, you're doing something right, so there's nothing to really hide. I guess that's the kind of vibe, isn't it? Okay, so if you could collaborate with any artist, dead or alive, who would you choose?
It's a tough one. I really like Damon Albarn, just for probably his like eclectic work that he's been involved in so much. And, I only realised a few years ago that he was behind the Gorillaz as well. So
did you? Yeah. I guess he doesn't sound like he sounds.
Blur,
that's it, because Blur is so obviously they're like Britpop. Gorillaz, I'd say have a bit more like technical kind of synthy,
different genre, isn't it?
That's it. That's the word. Yeah, I think Damon Albarn's great. I mean, I'm a huge Oasis fan. You know, obviously you got Oasis versus Blur. It's always been Oasis for me, but
me too. Yeah,
you just can't go wrong with Oasis, can you?
From the north, so it's
you have to, don't you? But yeah, Damon Albarn is absolutely fantastic. Yeah, he'll be great to collaborate with, and he's done some mad collaborations. Sean Ryder from Happy Mondays as well.
Yeah.
It's Dare or Dare. I should know this, but
it seemed like they got quite a lot out of that session, didn't he?
Yeah.
In interviews, he said that was like kind of the only thing he got because he was so like so bladdered.
Yeah, I could imagine. I was going to say, if you could be backstage or like an after party with any band or musician, who would you like to after party with?
But I don't know. I think the View were a bit crazy back in the day.
They, you know, they were.
Kyle Faulkner and at their height, that probably would have been a good session.
100%. Well, you got to have fun with it as well. I think so. Anyway, you can have the serious side, but then it's just more fun, isn't it? If you got to
enjoy it. Yeah.
Well, exactly that. Yeah. So there's like the famous quote: "You should never meet your idols." Yeah. Have you ever met any of your idols?
I met Liam Frey, from the Cortinas.
Did you really? Yeah. That's amazing. What's he like?
Really nice. Yeah, really nice guy. So it was their European tour. They were playing in Cologne, and they just released Map and the Rendezvous album. So there were a few albums in. Yeah. And they were playing like somewhere maybe like 80 capacity. So it was really like small
Very
venue.
Intimate, yeah. Oh, brilliant.
And then me and my mates, we just hung about like after the gig, thought if there's a chance to
and there he was
meet our idol, it's going to be now. And I think we're like 21 or something at the time, so meant a lot to us.
Yeah, of course it does. Yeah.
Got some cans from the offie and just kind of like just
Rock and roll.
hung about outside, but try not to make it too like
everyone
obvious as well.
does it. Everyone. That's how I met Noel Gallagher. He was playing in Brighton. Yeah, and then it was Noel Gallagher's High Flying Bird. So this must have been like 2018 in the Brighton Centre. And then I got a tip off. He does like sound check at about 1:30.
Yeah.
So I was waiting around the back of the venue at 1:00, and 10 minutes later, his tour bus turned up, and there was literally 5 of us
undercover,
at the back. Yeah. But he had like his kids and that, and I think it was his ex-wife at the time. Yeah. So he wanted a bit of privacy, which is completely fair enough.
What was Noel like?
Evil.
Really?
Do you know what? I love Noel Gallagher. Like his songwriting's insane. I mean, if you can write a song like "Live Forever" and all the rest, I mean, you're doing something right. But he was a bit standoffish. I mean, I get it. You're with your family. You've turned up. You're on a big tour. I do get that. But I just remember I did my GCSEs and I did The Importance of Being Idle as my GCSE piece. And I tried to tell him, I was like, I did that as my song. And he was like, just take a picture then. It's like, thank you.
Maybe we'll put it wrong side of the bed or something.
It's like, yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's like, it could have crushed my dreams, but actually it didn't, because I love him so much. Like his music and everything like that. So, it could have been worse. Yeah. Could have been a lot worse. Is there anyone in the music industry that you really want to meet?
I'm not sure. I'm kind of just like, I'm at a stage where I'm like just ready for it to unfold a little bit.
Yeah.
We're kind of at an exciting point in our journey, and the people I kind of dream to kind of support, I hope it happens, or I got a feeling it kind of will happen one day.
Well, that's good. Do you know what? This whole, like, when you get a feeling, it's like completely valid. I was looking at my social media, and there was a post I made a year and a half ago, and I worked at the dentist office, and I did a post saying like, I was working 9 to 5, but I was born to be on a podcast show. And now I'm sat in, I'm like, wait a damn minute.
It happens.
It just happens. It's almost like you get that thought in your head. So I'm sure you'll do absolutely.
I think they call it, don't
That's it. So I'm sure you do absolutely like fantastically well. I think it's going to be good for you guys. I mean, you've built up an amazing following already on social media, from what I've seen.
It's only happened in the past like 3 months as well, which is insane.
That's good, because it'll get more like quicker and bigger and quicker. Really, I think so. That's brilliant.
So yeah, but it's amazing some of the comments we get, and we get a lot of love from the US as well. People.
That'd be good to break into the US.
All of a sudden I'm kind of thinking, I didn't even think about touring the US, but
now it's in the books. So
now I'm kind of like, it's not a pipe dream. It's doable.
Well, I mean, if you can break the US, that's how a lot of bands in the 2000s made it, wasn't it? Because it's just like the amount of people in the USA, and you just think, if you break the US, you've kind of done it. Yeah, in my head, I guess that's my way of thinking. It could be completely different for you, but
I've heard of like bands from the UK having like go into the US because that's where the fan base is. But then when you start doing that, the UK kind of gives them a bit more recognition.
Yeah, that's true.
I don't know how true it is, but I heard the Wombats were like that as well.
Oh God, I haven't heard that name in years. God, they were quite big a few years ago. Yeah. What's that song? Let's Dance to Joy Division.
Oh yeah, banger.
Yeah. Or there was one song by the Wombats, like Lethal Combination. Do you know that one by the Wombats?
I don't think so.
Well,
is it a B-side?
I don't know if you guys do. Oh, it's amazing. It's a really, really good song. So obviously you're the front man, you're a singer-songwriter, I guess you'd call yourself that. What's like your songwriting process like? So I know everyone's different. Is it lyrics first for you, melody first?
It's changed a little bit, and it's something I wanted to do, is just constantly change it, because I think if you get stuck in a way of doing things, then I don't know, you start writing the same kind of.
I was going to say, I guess there's no room for like change, is it? If you do it in an exact regimented way. Yeah.
So I think I've been writing songs for quite a number of years. I used to kind of be like lyrics first and almost like a bit poetic. I
was exactly the same as you.
Yeah.
I'd write all the lyrics and I'd just get inspiration from like poems and stuff, but then I couldn't put the tunes to my lyrics. It's probably different with you. I just don't think I was very good at it, to be honest.
Yeah, I think something I'd learned is like you can restrict yourself to kind of trying to fit rhyming couplets in, and they're not always right for the melody.
Yeah, that's so right.
So I think I'm like melody first now. So whether it's like a guitar, and then record that, and then just kind of hum a melody over the top of it, and then try and get words I've written down into it. Yeah,
do you know what? I think that's probably the easiest. For me, that's probably the easiest way to do it, because it's like if you've got a song that's a bit like, the lyrics are a bit like depressing, you don't want to then like have a massive like rock and roll tune over it.
Yeah.
I mean, you might, but I guess the Smiths did that really well, because the Johnny Marr's guitar was really happy, and you probably had the most depressing lyrics known to man from Morrissey. But yeah, no, that's a great way of writing, I think. Definitely good to change it up a bit.
And I think so. Last year, I went on a songwriting retreat. So
really? Where was that?
It was in Spain. So it was
Lovely.
with like Kyle Faulkner and from The View, and
No
Justin
way.
Hawkins from The Darkness.
Do you know what? I've got a mad Justin Hawkins story for you. You know Soccer 6?
Yeah, I do, yeah.
So I played against the Darkness in Soccer 6. I got put in crutches because of him.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah. There's a video of it somewhere. I had the ball and I got the most brutal tackle. And I had a bruise probably about the size this big on my leg here with the studs imprinted in my leg. And I couldn't walk for about 5 days after that. But he's a lovely guy.
They won, didn't they, the tournament?
They did. They always bloody win. They always win. Every year they're there. Have you seen that interview that Liam Gallagher did, and he got asked if he liked the Darkness or not? I don't know. I don't know if it's quite a niche clip.
I'm not sure. He likes them though, doesn't he?
He said something like, oh, they had that one silly song, I believe in a thing called love. That one. And he goes, oh, but I think they got a bit too big for their boots. It's such a funny interview. It's out there on YouTube somewhere. It's quite a funny little interview.
It's funny. Speaking of memes, I was like on the way down this morning, obviously, because coming to London, it's go every now and again.
I was going to say, it's a long way for you.
The Neil Warnock meme.
What one's that?
We're in London now, that's the difference.
I don't think I've seen that.
Have you not seen it now?
Oh, yeah, cameraman's seen it. Have you? I've not seen that one.
It's like when you pay like £9 for a pint, it's like,
we're
in London now, that's the difference.
I mean, you must completely see the difference. It is bad, isn't it?
I mean, we're catching up. It's about £6 a pint.
It's crazy. I mean, I was in a pub the other day. I said the other day. It was probably about 6 months ago in London. A double vodka Red Bull, I think, was £22.
Oh, that's too much.
I was like, excuse me, is that for the full bottle of vodka?
That dough?
I know, crazy. It is crazy. That's London for you. Has its perks though. It's always busy. It's always good. Good music scene here, I think. Yeah.
Oh, good. I was gonna say that. Just on that songwriting retreat, obviously.
Of course, no, I've gone off a tangent there.
In true podcast style.
Yeah.
So I went out there, and I think that's where it kind of opened my songwriting a little bit more.
Yeah.
So like collaborated with a few other people.
Brilliant.
I met my current producer out there, so Andy Gannon, he's called, and we essentially like worked together and kind of like preparing tracks. So there was already like some tracks prepared, and then we kind of collaborated on our song, which is Hit and Run, which is out.
Great song.
And then so it's just like another way of songwriting, really.
It's always good to have like a second opinion or third or fourth, like an outside
kind of
view, isn't it?
Directions and
I think being like on the songwriting retreat, you probably thought that being around like-minded individuals, it must really help.
Yeah, it was great.
Yeah,
just almost like for a bit of networking as well, but. I think probably the biggest thing that I probably took away from it is like any kind of limiting belief I had about my music career. It's just gone.
You've got to put it behind you, haven't you?
Yeah, because it's when you talk to the likes of Kyle and Justin, you realise that we're kind of all in the same boat.
At the end of the day, you're just human.
Yeah, even though that they're really successful in the industry, they kind of still worry about selling tickets for tours and
I could
just the standards
people
social
don't see
media having to promote and
I guess there's a lot to it, isn't it, that people don't see. It must be nice to get kind of like that personal experience with them, because you'll probably find that they're just like you really at the end of the day, aren't they? They have a dream, they've been very successful with it, but obviously you're in the right path to be like that, so it must be very inspiring.
100%. And I think maybe when you're at grassroots, there's like you maybe don't know people who are further on in the journey. So to go somewhere like that and meet people like that, it's kind of like
must be a great experience.
It's inspirational. Yeah,
I bet so. Yeah, that's really good. Right, I thought we were going to a bit of like the recording process of your songs. I know some people that start in a bedroom on like GarageBand on their laptop doing demos. Did you start with demos, or did you throw yourself straight into the deep end, straight into like with a producer in the studio?
I've done it kind of differently, like both times. So our first EP, Future Stars Defined, that was like 4 of us, and we kind of, I wrote the songs acoustically, took them to the band, we took them in the practice room, and then like we, created some kind of home demos, and then we used them in the studio to build the the tracks.
It sounds great, doesn't it? Because obviously when it's just you and an acoustic guitar, it still sounds good. But when you bring it to the band, it's probably just a different level, I could imagine.
Sometimes I think when you hear the drums, you're like, all right,
it makes sense now.
This is going to be a banger.
I get that. And
equally, it can sometimes be a bit like, oh, maybe this is a bit flat. You know what I mean? So maybe put it to the side.
No, that's great. That's great. Do you ever find that when you're recording your songs, is there always something that you've got to add in to your song, whether it's like a unique touch with like how you play the guitar or like a unique chord that you think, oh, that's a bit different? Do you find that there's that one thing that you need kind of in every song, or do you try and make them like all a bit different for a bit of variety?
To be honest, I put that kind of trust in the producers.
I mean, that's like pretty much one of their main jobs, isn't it?
Yeah. I think the producer I'm working with now is really good at Andy.
I mean, listening to your songs, the production on it is like fantastic.
Yeah, he's just got a real ear for like doing something a bit different, but like making it quite cool. Like, so kind of the process of I've done like the recent tracks on Hit and Run and Give Me a Break.
Yeah.
We've got a few more coming out that we've done. It's kind of just like hanging out in the studio, really. We listen to some tracks that I like, and maybe some stuff that he's listened to as well, and then it's kind of think, okay, maybe bring some of that in, or so influences like, say, recently like Inhaler, or
they're great.
Joe, from America, Bleachers, that sort of stuff, and just kind of listen to what they're doing, and then
I think that's a good
build it in the studio.
I think that's a good way to go about it. I mean, in my opinion, everyone's inspired by everyone. Yeah. Like, I would write a song a certain way because I've heard it be done in like an artist that I love. When I hear like Noel Gallagher do his acoustic stuff, I'll try and then apply that to my guitar playing, because there's a very specific way of playing chords. You may know this for playing guitar yourself. It's when he does acoustic, it's always like a capo 1 and like C add 9 G, like all these chords. You start to realise it's a pattern. Yeah, that's the one. You start to realise there's a real pattern. Literally
about 100 times
over and over again.
Great though, doesn't it?
It does. It's timeless, really, isn't it? Just a quick shout out to Artifacts, where I filmed this amazing episode on the podcast. They have a great studio you guys can hire out as well. So what is the studio? They have a great shop where you can buy great casual clothes from Lyle and Scott all the way up to Grand Alliance. So do check them out now, guys. Okay, I asked my last guest this question, and I think, I don't know, it's quite a hard question, I would say, but what would you say defines a good song?
It's
quite a difficult one, isn't it?
I think... See, a few years ago I would have said like lyrics and a good story, but I think it's like a banging melody, like a really good melody, and good lyrics and a good story, and then I don't know, something that's just got a bit of a groove to it that's going to make you.
I think like the catchiness and 100%. I think that's a great answer. It's always good when a song can kind of get you, I mean, if you remember and it's stuck in your head for days on end, then I think that's when you know it's a good song, I guess.
It's like pop music throughout the decades, something that's like catchy, memorable, and if you find yourself like humming it when you wake up in the morning, you know you're onto a winner. I think
100%.
Of a tune.
I think so as well. So I thought we'd touch upon like gigs and everything like that. I know you're playing tonight in Shoreditch. What would you say like in the past has been like a gig that has stood out to you a lot? Like obviously you play in the gig.
Probably that stadium gig that we did. That was just a bit of a mind-blowing experience, and then we've had some recent gigs in Liverpool which have just kind of gone to another level, where we've seen, because obviously as we said before, like the social media is growing, and so we're seeing like new faces come to the gigs.
Brilliant.
And you just see, like, you look out and you can hear them singing.
It's like, oh my God.
And honestly, that kind of speaks to my soul more than anything, to be honest.
Do you know what? If I was in your position, I think I'd be exactly the same. Yeah. I'd be like so starstruck by just being like, people know my words. That must be a crazy experience. It must be like insane. But I know you mentioned before, it's only like the big gigs that you don't really get nervous. Is that true? That's crazy.
I don't know.
I was gonna say, so like, how are you feeling for like tonight's gig?
Yeah, feeling okay. I'm feeling quite a little bit nervous. It's just like new environment,
it's just natural,
and things like
isn't
that.
it? Yeah.
And again, I don't know how it's gonna go. Like, because it's our first. It's not our first gig outside of Liverpool, but it's our first one in London. So it's our like most listened to city on Spotify. So
Oh wow!
it'd be like interesting to see
How the crowd kind of take that.
Are they coming to the gigs, and we got like quite a lot of mailing list subscribers who've been emailed.
Perfect.
You know, so we'll see.
How exciting.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How exciting! And you say, do you have your own merch store and everything like that there?
Mm-hmm.
I was going to go into a bit of like, do you have management or are you completely self?
No, we don't have management at the moment. But if a manager is, you know, if they see something in us and, you know, they can, you know, get some opportunities and, you know, things like that, unlock doors for us.
Yeah, because I've always had like two sides of the story. I've heard of people that are with management and everything like that, and people that can do it by themselves.
Yeah.
And by the sounds of it, doing it by yourself seems to be the better option while you're starting, because after you've paid everyone off, the manager, the promoter, everything like that, you probably find, oh my God, it's quite difficult.
Yeah.
I don't know about you, but I feel like the modern industry has changed a lot. It's quite hard for these bands to make money, and there's some really, really great small bands out there like yourselves, and it's just like, unless you have heaps of money, it's really hard to break into like the next level. I don't know if that makes any sense, or if you feel the same way. Yeah,
definitely. I think with where we're at, we're kind of early, kind of, you know, it's an exciting stage because we're growing, but we still do make a huge loss on everything, really. You know, because studio costs thousands, and then
I could imagine.
You've got like, you know, not much coming back on Spotify. So
Spotify's bad, isn't it, for like rates? I've heard all sorts about it, and it's just like they don't pay musicians properly or anything like that.
So then if you give a manager 10 or 20%, then God, you know, there's not much left for the band, is there? So
that's it. Yeah.
Unless they're gonna probably, you know, get you on the support tours with bands like the Blossoms and things like that, then they're worth.
That's the best thing about it, I could imagine. But do you rely? I know my last guest, she said that the merch does really well, and that's quite a good bit of income for her as an independent musician. Would you say that's about the same?
Yeah, it is, and it's nice because we do kind of send out discount codes on the mailing list, and people don't want to use them; they just want to support the band.
Do you know what? That's beautiful.
Yeah, and that really means a lot to us, because merchandise is pretty much the only reliable like source of income. But it's amazing now we're getting, say, people from all over the world, all over the country, and to know that they're wearing like a Memos t-shirt in somewhere like, you know, we've got like mailing subscribers in like Caracas, you know, and it's just like if they're wearing like a Memos t-shirt out there, that's just like so cool, isn't it?
I mean, that's amazing. That's just absolutely insane. That would blow my mind if I was in your position. I'd be like, what? That's me on a t-shirt, or like your band name on a t-shirt. That's crazy. Do you have like, obviously you're about to go on stage or whatever, do you have any like pre-gig rituals behind the scenes?
No, I'm not that kind of guy really with rituals.
No. I mean, that could go two ways. Yeah.
Just make sure I've got everything set up all right.
I mean, yeah.
Just try and keep calm, I think.
I think that's the main thing. I mean, the worst thing to do is end up on stage and you're absolutely blinding drunk.
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever done that.
In the early days, I used to have a few, but then I've watched a few videos back where I thought like I
anxiety
looked amazing, but I really didn't.
So there was an awful time I played in Brighton. I think it was like Concord 2. Yeah, it was Concord 2. It was with a music college, so it was just put on by the college. So it wasn't like I was playing this big venue by myself. And I was so drunk, I don't remember any of it. And then I look back and I was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I think, okay, that's never happening again. But I'm the opposite of you. I get really nervous. I mean, I haven't played in years.
To take the edge off a little
bit. That's it. But then you regret it the next day. That's what I do anyway.
I find like two pints is like the sweet spot.
That's the sweet spot.
Yeah.
Any more than that, it goes downhill. Yeah. Everything's out of tune and you're pressing the wrong pedals.
Yeah, it was like a bit of an experiment I did for a few gigs. It was like, what's kind of like my limit here?
Oh my God.
But yeah, I think fine two is like,
I think that's
right.
The sweet spot, 100%. Hello everyone, just a super quick reminder, I am a new business partner in this lovely brand called Grand Alliance. You may have seen them before, they're relatively new, they're seen on the terraces, they're a really class brand, great if you love your casual wear. Check them out now, they're available at grandallianceclothing.co.uk or in Artefact store in London. So I thought I'd do a little bit of this or that, just to get, so that people get to know you.
Yep.
So quite a classic this one, Oasis or Blur?
Oasis.
I mean, any day of the week. Any day of the week. Fender or Gibson?
Fender.
Yeah. What's your favourite model?
I've got a Telecaster.
Oh, you can't go wrong.
Although I don't really play it anymore.
Do you know what I'm exactly? I think I've got four Telecasters. I can't remember the last time I picked one up.
Yeah, I play a Epiphone Riviera now, so maybe I'm.
Is it in the cherry red?
Yeah, and they got like the P90 like gold.
Oh
pickups.
my god, yeah, beautiful guitar.
So that's my baby now, and then when I play a Defender, it just feels like a bit too small, or
that makes sense.
You kind of adjust to the size of the guitar.
100%. Albums or singles?
Definitely albums, but I mean, the only reservation I had was like, which stage we're at, we're kind of like putting out singles, and we want to.
It's the modern way, I feel.
Give people bangers, and unfortunately, like you say, it's the modern way where, songs. Kind of got out of a certain length to get on certain playlists, and
I didn't know
about a 15-second thing for TikTok, and not that really influences the writing too much, but
I mean, we're
always conscious of it with long instrumentals and things.
Oh, really? Okay, I didn't know that, because obviously I've never released music in the modern days. I didn't know that. It's actually really interesting. Digital or vinyl?
Vinyl, definitely vinyl, because I think it's something physical, and I think. Later, when we come to release something physical, I think that it would just be amazing to see it in real life.
It's good to have it in your hands. Yeah, definitely.
But I think digital's good. Obviously, it takes a lot of criticism.
Yeah.
Just because of maybe it's made music a bit more kind of like disposable.
I get that.
I think you're also kind of reaching people more with it.
Yeah, it's more accessible. Yeah. That's it. Exactly that. Studio or on the stage?
Probably at the moment, that is a tough one. I do like both, but I'm not going to sit on the fence. I'll say live, because it's that thing when you hear people singing your songs back. It's
priceless.
Yeah, but I do like in the studio as well, where the song can just take a journey. You can go in with what you think it might be, and then just nature creativity. It goes in a different direction.
It's quite exciting, isn't it? Just
it's quite cool to see it come to life, and you create something that's just so far outside of yourself that it's like wow. It's like, wow.
I've done that. That's come from my brain. Yeah, 100%. And acoustic or electric?
Electric, I think.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Do most of your songs start acoustic, or now more so electric? Now you got the full band and you're in the studio.
They start acoustic, but I think I love like indie bangers. I'm like indie disco.
No, I get that though.
That's kind of my favourite type of music.
Yeah.
So, like the Vaccines and all that
Catfish
sort of
in the Bottom, and I love them.
Bangers.
They're priceless, absolutely priceless. Have you ever been to one of those? I think they call it shit indie disco nights. I don't know if it may be just down south, that actually.
No, so I'm pretty sure Shit Indie Disco are from Liverpool, aren't they?
Oh, they actually? Yeah, there we go. I didn't even know that.
They got a residency in one of the clubs, I'm pretty sure, on a Saturday.
Oh, wow, I didn't know that.
But my kind of like teen years and kind of early 20s used to go to a nightclub called 42s all the time in Manchester.
Never heard of it. I've only been to Manchester, I think, 3 times. One was to Oasis, one was to go to the Definitely Maybe bar. The other time I don't even remember. It's usually the way it works. Just turn up places.
42s is like, it's so good. Like,
is it?
Yeah,
I've got to go.
It. Yeah.
I've got to go 100%. Now, I always find this question impossible, because if I was asked the question I'm about to ask, is a toss up between 2 songs, what would you say is the best song, in your opinion, of all time? It can be on a personal level, or it can be on, a generic level.
That's so tough. I'll give 2, and the first one is probably the first song that I remember really connecting with. So I was quite young, maybe like 11 when I first heard like Dakota by Stereophonics.
Oh, what
and I think that song was like, I don't know, there's something about it that made me visualise like playing it myself.
Do you know what? That's great. I mean, it just sums up like indie of that era. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's a huge song.
Yeah.
I used to work in a pub, and every cover band that would come in, Dakota would always be on the playlist.
I don't get sick of it. like I'll listen to it like all the time. Like
I mean, it's just one of those songs that I think is completely like timeless, and it always gets you going. I was gonna say, when people used to come in and cover it in the pub I worked at, it was the song that everyone would get up off their chairs and just like dance.
Yeah,
it's a class song.
Yeah.
And now probably another hard musical question. What would you say? Is that has there ever been like a lyric that has just stood out to you and it's just been in your head for like years?
But probably a Cortina's one, and it was I'm only a paper boy from the northwest, but I could screw it well in a Sunday best. And it just kind of just like it resonated with me when I was a teenager, and I just felt like, you know, when you feel like a band gets you.
Yeah, no, well, completely. No, completely. That's why they have such a huge like fan base, especially like you said with like their prominent accent from the north. It's so refreshing to see that, I think, anyway. It's a class lyric. Do you know what? I'm going to be honest, I don't think I've actually heard that one before.
Take Over the World, it's called.
Well, oh, okay. I got into the Cortinas like a bit later. I think St. Jude was the only album I really listened to, but I need to delve into them a lot more, because
I really like the later stuff, to be honest, as well. Like the St. Jude kind of had its place for me in, you know, my kind of teenage years when I was at school and things. But I think like sonically they are a band that's gone in different directions, and you know, I think some indie bands, they can maybe just make the same records.
Yeah, do you know what, you're so right.
But I think they've, you know,
evolved.
Gone in different directions, evolved, and it sounds quite good, I think.
Yeah. Have you ever heard of a band called the Lilacs?
Yeah.
That song,
from Wigan, aren't they, I think?
I think, you know the song Grace by the Lilacs.
Mm-hmm.
I remember I first heard that song on a radio on Spotify at my old job. I thought it was the Cortinas, because I went home.
Like the Cortinas a lot,
I literally went home and I googled Cortinas song that mentions Girl in Bucket Hat, and nothing was coming up. And it turns out it was the Lilacs. Yeah. But I think they're class. What do you think of them? I mean, you can hear the Cortinas inspiration.
Yeah, you can hear the Cortinas in them. Yeah, good tunes. Seem like good lads as well. Yeah, which is nice. You know, I think one of the lads get cancer as well. So
I didn't know that.
He's come out the other end, so that's nice to see. And
yeah, of course. Yeah.
Hopefully onwards and upwards for the boys.
Yeah, 100%.
I don't know him, so.
No, I was going to say I don't know him personally at all.
Onwards and upwards, lads.
I think they replied to one of my comments on TikTok, and I think that's it. But I don't know him personally.
Yeah, go way back then.
Yeah. Okay, brilliant. So for the audience watching, if there's a song of yours that you would choose for them to be the first song to listen to by you guys, what song would you recommend them to listen to?
I'd say Hit and Run.
Hit and Run. I was listening to it on the train up. I was like, this is good.
I think that song probably sums up kind of us. Yeah. Maybe. I think like lyrically, does the bridge something like a, I didn't say something like I should know. I wrote
so you wrote it.
So I'm an underdog. We could beat the odds. You know, it felt like that was kind of me summing up. Well, I think Memos a little bit.
I think it's relatable to a lot of people, and I think that's what people absolutely love. Like when I listen to some bands and the lyrics, if they're like relatable, it just puts it on a whole new level, like you've mentioned before.
Yeah,
as well.
And I think that's the song that's got all, you know, our following online. Really, that's a song we constantly promote. It always gets like the most views, and that's what's bringing people into our world. So
perfect.
And you know, we receive like messages and emails back on the mailing list of like the impact of, you know, the songs and things like that. So it's that song that's bringing people in. So
I love that. I love that. So they can listen to it on Spotify. It's all out on Spotify, guys. So do make sure you check out the Memos on Spotify. Also, you've got Instagram, Facebook, don't you? So all the social media.
Yeah, so it's just at the Memos UK.
Yeah, there you go, guys. Pretty simple. So I thought we'd end with some closing questions.
Okay.
So where do you see you and the band in, say, 5 years' time?
5 years' time, selling out UK tours. Yeah. Why not? Let's dream big. Well,
you got to, haven't you? You got to manifest it. You got to dream big.
Let's play arenas.
Wow, it's possible. It's possible.
Yeah, I've always said, you know, I'm going to dream big with it, and if we shoot for the stars, sometimes land on the moon. So.
That's a great quote.
That's what we're gonna do.
Yeah, put that in a song. That's a good quote. I really like that. Really like that. So, as a band, what do you think is the most like exciting part of the future that's ahead of you?
I think knowing that we're in a position now where we're looking at like doing a tour, and we've got fans in other locations, and things are building just really, really fast. And it's just, yeah, it's the kind of excitement of like what's to come with it all, going to new places and
that's it, yeah,
meeting people and connecting through our music.
Yeah, I mean, you never know what's around the corner. Yeah. It's like you could be playing the gig tonight and there's someone in the audience. You just don't know who they are. I mean, Oasis got spotted in King Tut's in Glasgow by Alan McGee when he was just turned up to watch, I think, the main band on that night, and he saw Oasis support. So obviously you're supporting tonight. I mean, you just never know who's there. I think that's kind of the beauty of it. Like you said, it's just growing so quick. You just never know who's watching. Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty mad.
It's exciting, isn't it? And
yeah.
I think as much as you can try and make things happen all the time, you just got to let things happen as well. You know what I mean? Exactly. You just got to like show up, put a good gig on, and you know, there's 100,000 to one. I don't know. Might, like you say, might be someone in the audience.
That's it. Yeah. Brilliant. Well, thank you so much for coming on my show. It's been great to talk to you.
Yeah, thanks very much.
Thank you so much, guys. Don't forget to check out the Memos, all social media platforms. Check them out on Spotify. I have actually made a new Spotify playlist called the Liv Forever Podcast Guests. I've got the previous guests on there, got the Memos on there. So if you guys give that playlist a follow, you can catch up on all the great music in this modern industry. So thank you once again. It's been a pleasure.
Thank you.